In this video I am going to show you the selection. So how you can select object. Whenever you go to use any command under the modify panel, you need to select the object first. So you can select object in different ways. I want to select this stair. To do that, click this point and drag the mouse and go to the bottom, and as you see there is a selection window created, and all the objects which are entirely within this selection window is getting selected, but the objects which are partially within this window is not selecting. So click here. So all the objects which are fully within this selection window is selected. Now press ESC to deselect. Again try from bottom, click here and go to upper side. Now you see that the objects which are partially and fully within this window are getting selected. So this is a crossing window. So crossing window select object which are partially or fully within this window. So this is the basic difference between these two mode of selection. You can also select object by using fence. Go to move command and write F enter and click this point and try to draw a fence. So fence also work as a crossing window. So if it goes to on any object, the object is selected and enter. So this way you can select object. There is another way of selecting object. Click the first object, press right button and click select similar. So this way you can select the similar object of the whole window. So when you working with this option, please be careful that if you want to copy only these objects, and if you press copy, it will also copy this object. So before proceeding, press shift key and deselect them, and now you can copy or move the commands. Copy this command. And there is another way of selecting object which is last. Say I want to move the object, go to move and write L enter to select the last object, but this command is useful for selecting only one object. Now copy the object and again copy the both object, and you can also select by using previous command. Go to copy and write P enter. So it has been selected the previous objects, but previous command does not select the very last object, it selects the objects with which you are working. So this is also very powerful option of selecting object. You can use this. So in those way you can select object while working with any drawing. In this video I am going to show you the copy and move command. The copy and move command is almost same. The copy command create new object keeping the existing object unchanged, and the move command replace the position of the object. Let's try with move command. Go to ribbon tab home, and in the modify panel there is a move command. Click move. Now it is asking select object. Click on the object. It is again asking to select object. You can select more object, but I don't want, that's why I press enter. And it is asking to specify base point. Your base point may be any point in this space, and you can also specify base point as this point or the center point. If you want, you can do that, but you can click this space and move the cursor and click here. The object is moved. You can go back to the previous command by three different ways: by pressing enter key or space bar, or right click and go to repeat the move command. Select object, enter, and specify the base point. I say base point this center, and move this one. I want to move this object to 3 feet, right? 3 single quote enter. The object is moved 3 feet. So you can move the object in any arbitrary length, and you can move the object with a specific base point, or you can move the object in a specific distance. So this is all about the move command. Now go to the copy command. Click copy, select object. You can select more object. I don't want to select more object. Say enter and specify base point. So this is the base point, and click another point, click. So object is creating, keeping this original object unchanged. You can also specify a specific distance. So enter to go to previous command, select, enter and specify base point, say here, and I want to move this object 3 feet, right? 3 feet, enter. The object is new object created at a 3 feet distance. You can also use the array command. Again, press spacebar to go to the previous command, select, enter and click the base point and write a, enter to go to the array command, and it is asking number of items. Say I want 5, write 5, enter, and it is asking specify second point or feet. You can specify you can go to feet to position this 5 object within a fixed length, and you can also specify equal distance between two objects. I want that should be 3 feet apart, right? 3 feet, enter, and again press enter to exit from the command. So there are 5 objects created including the first one, and they are now 3 feet apart. You can also feed them, right? Enter, click, enter, base point a, enter and say 5, enter, and I want to fit now f, enter, and I want that should be within 10 feet, enter, and press enter to exit from the command. The objects are now fitted within 10 feet of distance. This way you can use copy and move command. In this video you will learn about the mirror and offset command. First try with the offset command. Click this offset command under the modify panel, and when you go to offset command, it prompts to specify distance. So how much you want to offset a object. You can specify distance from your keyboard, or you can also specify distance by clicking 2 point to calculate the AutoCAD. First I want to press myself, say 9, enter, and now it is asking select object. I want to offset this, and now when I am moving my mouse left side, I am getting a preview what going to be done. Click left side and the object has been created, and press enter to exit from the command, and enter again to go to the command and press enter. Now select this object and click to the right side to create the object. This way you can do the offset command. There is another way. You can specify distance by clicking 2 point. So I want to offset this line a thickness of this wall. So click this line and must have the ortho one, and click perpendicular to this line. So the distance between two lines has been counted, and now select object and press and click in the left side to create the object. So this way you can use the offset command. Now talk about the mirror command. Mirror command is also under the modify panel. Click mirror, and using mirror command you can create a similar object in any side. Select this whole object and holding down the shift key, deselect this line and press enter, and it is asking to specify the point of mirror line, first point. So I will say this is my first point, and move the cursor upper side, and there is a dashed line which is the mirror axis. About this axis the object is going to be mirrored. Click here and press enter. So the object has been created. So the same size of room has been created in this left side. Just undo and again go to this mirror, select object, holding down shift key, deselect this one, enter, and this is my first point of the mirror line and this is my second, and by default there is a no, but I want to erase the source object, right? Y, enter. So the object has been, mirror object has been created, but the existing object has gone. So this is the two option. You can mirror object keeping the original one unchanged, and you can also move the previous object to the new location. So this way you can use mirror and offset command. In this video you will learn how to rotate an object. To do that, go ribbon tab home, and under the modify panel there is a rotate command. Click the command and select object. If you want, you can select more object. If you don't want, press enter, and now specify base point. To rotate any object, you need to specify a base point with which the object will be rotating. You can select this corner as a base point, you can select this midpoint, you can also select any arbitrary point to rotate this object. For example, I want to rotate the object with this corner point, and say ortho off and move your cursor, and you see there is a dashed line which is the rotating axis with respect to the horizontal line, and click here. The object has been rotated. You can also specify angle. Click here, rotate, say ortho off, and if I want to rotate at a 30 degrees, write 30, enter. The object is rotated at a 30 degree. You can also copy the object, write C, enter, and press the angle, say 30, enter. So the object has been rotated at 30 degree, but the original object is as it is. This way you can rotate any object. In this video you will learn about the trim and extend command. Before starting, draw a line and say ortho up to draw inclined line, and go to this modify panel and click trim. It is asking to select object, by default this is select all. Press enter, and now click this extension part to get rid of, and click here to get rid of this portion, and press the shift key. The extend and trim are opposite, and you can opposite them by pressing the shift key. Press the shift key to back to extend command. Now if you click this line, the line has been extended, and if you release the shift command, now this is a trim command. So click here. This individual portion you cannot trim because there is no connecting portion. You can trim this portion, enter. Again go to trim and enter. I want to trim this extend portion of all the line. I can simply click individually on it, or I can select them by the crossing window. So everything is trimmed. And now if I want to extend all this line up to this portion, then again go to trim or write TR, enter. Then you can select object manually. Select this option and press enter. So if I click this line by holding down shift key, so it will extend up to this point. Click, click, and you can also select by crossing window, click, enter. If I want to extend this line to this portion, I can also do that manually. So go to extend command, and it is also asking select object. Say I want to extend all this command to this portion, and enter. And now if you click the command that will go up to this enter. Again go to extend command and enter. Now if you click here, it will go to this. If you click next time, it will go to the next connecting point, and if you click another time, it will go, and this way it will go until the end is finished. So it is not going now because there is no line to extend up to that. So this way you can use the trim command and extend command. Both are the same. You can reverse them using holding down the shift key from the keyboard.